Well, John, there you go. I tried most of those runs. That's about every run that I know I put in that song there, I think. I don't think there's nothing else. I tried some of that double note. that E thing. That's a little bit more tricky. It looks easy, but it ain't quite as easy as it looks. And I was using that, lowering that ninth string to get to, you know, one sound. Of course, you know what those sounds are, but I really like that sound. I didn't have a soundtrack for You're My Sunshine, so it really helps if I've got a soundtrack. I was going to ask you if it makes much difference what I put these runs in with song, or just, you know, pick a song. And I kind of learned the runs off of the song you show them in there, how to put them in. I got something I've got some new soundtracks too, matter of fact, new old song soundtracks, but that's what I'm doing. I'm just kind of using some of those to put those runs in. I have an awful lot of trouble without working with the soundtrack, just sit down and play one out like that. But anyway, maybe one of these days I'll be able to do that. And I was going to tell Rupert I had my first day's lesson from that one guy. You know who I'm talking about, John. It was Rupert over at Essex that I had my first day's lesson, and that's what I come up with. But he told me, says, now Jim, I want you to be real careful now. Don't play nothing perfect all the way through. Throw in a few mistakes down in there, you know, make it look good. So in case if you happen to hear a couple mistakes in that, that's kind of why I done that. You know, just I done it on purpose, of course. But anyway, John, I'm going to go over and get it on there and get that other one off. And wish you guys all a Merry Christmas over there. And thanks again, John, for all the help that you gave me. I really appreciate it. And you too, Reuben, also. Rupert, that is. I really appreciate it for both of you guys. And a couple other guys that gave me some tips. I've even had a few guys email me that played non-pedal rigs that kind of jumped in there and told me a few things. And I really appreciate all those little deals, you know, because maybe I can add them all up and come up with something one of these days. But anyway, I'm going to get this thing shut off and see if I can get it to you guys. So.